Some scars will run deeper than you tell. I might switch moods on you, but I don't mean it. I'm working hard every day to fight these demons. We all got obstacles that need to be defeated. Sometimes your mind the reason that your path is impeded. Sometimes I get ignorant and I can't see it. Sometimes your mind the reason that your path is impeded. Sometimes I get ignorant and I can't see it. Some scars will run deeper than you tell. I might switch moods on you, but I don't mean it. I'm working hard every day to fight these demons. We all got obstacles that need to be defeated. Sometimes your mind the reason that your path is impeded. Sometimes I get ignorant and I can't see it. Sometimes your mind the reason that your path is impeded. Sometimes I get ignorant and I can't see it. Nobody perfect, now I'm living with a purpose. No more time, wasted time in the verses. Where I put together words, scoop your shorty up in cursive and she do it off the dome. Like the way I don't rehearse. I be spitting off the dome, I don't need no practice. I be spitting hopes of flame like I'm spitting acid. On the pavement while my Tim's head to destination. If you ain't politicking positive, no conversation.
About like Black art and what it means to you guys. What do you guys do in the art industry, and do you guys have any project? What's Black in you guys? Stuff like that. As for Black History Month.
I guess I'll start. I'll bite the bullet and I'll start. I'm Barrington, also Barry. My sign, I guess, is Aquarius, though I don't really do signs like that. I don't disbelieve in signs. I'm not trying to trigger anybody. It's just not really my thing. I'm 24. I'm from the States. I'm from here, but my family's from Jamaica. And I guess my main medium would have to be art and design. Design as in fashion design.
Okay.
Yes, as in I do a lot of sewing, but since I also do like to paint and draw, I also print my work on hoodies and t-shirts and things like that.
Everybody, my name is Keyshawn. I am 23. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but my parents both come from Georgetown, Guyana. So, foreign, whatever. What do? I'm an actor. And I'm adding a couple things to that list besides actor. I am now also a writer and a soon-to-be director. So I'm trying to build up on that, especially in the quarantine.
So my name is Marian Tuchasta. I am 24 years old. I'm Guyanese American. I want to say that because I live in America and I'm consumed by American culture, but I was born and raised in Guyana. Like once you migrate, your life don't be the same ever. So Guyanese American. I'm Aries, like Amanda, we fire sign. My interest is videography and photography mainly, but I'm starting to venture out into social media, like branding and marketing and stuff like that. And I'm also helping my mom with her crochet beta suit line. So that.
Hey guys, my name is Jonathan. I will be 23 in 11 days from now. So upcoming birthdays coming up. I am a Pisces. I don't really, believe in the whole astrology science things or anything, but yeah, I'm a Pisces. As far as, craft or arts that I do, I'm an actor. I've worked on I've worked in shows with most of the people here on this call, and I'm happy to call these guys like my good friends. Each and every one of them are talented in their own right. I am also a YouTuber. I've been a YouTuber for almost 8 years, almost 8 years now, and it's a process, but it's something that, you know, it was fun. I got to, you know, talk about things that I love, things, YouTube is just basically like something that puts me in my zone and just blocks out everything, blocks me out from the world. And I also am a Twitch streamer. I recently started.
My name is Amanda. I'm 23. I'm 23, about to be 24. My sign is the Aries. I love it so much. I would not want to be any other sign. I'm an actress. I'm not just an actress, but that's the title that I go with. I'm an actress.
Do you have any other title?
Yes, I'm an actress on some days. I'm a podcaster. I'm a plus size model. I'm a photographer. In the making, a lot of these things are in the making because I do have a lot of ideas. Photography is something that I'm getting like really into. I don't know, putting like, how can I say? Like I posted an Instagram picture and it was kind of like a shoot. And I really I had the idea and then I made it come to life. And I was like, okay, this is something that I want to keep doing. So yeah.
My name is Stephanie. You could call me Steph for short. I am 23 years old. This is my Jordan year.
Hey.
My sun sign is a Libra. Yeah, I'm into astrology. I was born in Queens, Jamaica Hospital, and then I grew up in Brooklyn. So Brooklyn is where I'm from. Yeah, I have fashion. I'm into fashion. I'm into writing, whether that is playwriting, probably like things that I have went through, writing blogs, writing about like world events. I'm also into anime. Currently, I am watching Attack on Titan. I cannot wait for the final season to finish. Yes, I've been watching it since I was in high school. Yeah, I'm into anime. I'm into like Marvel, DC. I haven't been up to date as of yet with them, but like I watched a few episodes of the WandaVision and the jokes about it have been lit. I'm into acting and journalism. I'm kind of like shy, not really shy, like I'm more reserved. I'm very quiet.
It's always weird starting stuff like this. What do you say? Hi? No one's generally there to respond back, but hello to all of you kind of watching this right now. My name is Hezekiah Corbin. I'm 24. Technically, according to my chart, I'm a Scorpio. You take that as you will. Where am I from? Shit, this is the hardest question to always answer. We moved around so much. I was born in Maryland, lived in New York, lived in DC, lived in Maryland, went to school in Virginia, worked in Virginia, so like, take your pick, honestly. Really, just take your pick. Whatever y'all want to claim. I love cinematography, and honestly, I kind of do like writing. I don't do it a lot anymore because I only did it for classes, but when I did it in those classes, it apparently elicited a response to people to be like, hey, you should write more. I just didn't do it. I didn't take their advice. I love creating videos. I love editing videos. I like creating things. I say creating things as if it's this big general thing. Music. I mean, my friends, some of my friends are audio engineers. We tried to make like a few songs once. I had to move away, so we couldn't get those done. But yeah, I apparently just like creating things. It makes me happy. Stream. I love streaming. I make videos. I love doing that. I don't put videos out because I'm a perfectionist that doesn't, want to put out anything that I wouldn't think is done, and nothing is ever done, and I need to fix that.
I'm Clavon Crawford. I am 23 years old, zodiac sign Scorpio, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I was born in Kings County Hospital. I make music. I write short films and scenes. I also take pictures. I do a little bit of videography, modeling, a little bit of that, right? I also should mention that I do my own mixing and engineering now, because it's the difference between just recording music at a studio and really having your own and creating your own sounds and doing your own editing. because it's almost like, you know, that those are the things you can do for soundtrack, you know, for movies and things like that. Scoring, I guess, is the professional term. So I do that too. I am mostly a vocalist right now and just doing my own vocals and mixing my own vocals. I love what I do. It's the only thing that makes me really feel free, you know, as far as just something that I can do that I feel like not a lot of people have that gift, that vision in this way to just be able to sort of, I look at it like painting a picture, but just a auditory picture, you know, like it's like you're creating a world, but just one that people can visit through sound. That's the way I look at it. So I mean, that doesn't get any more amazing for me than that, but I really like it. It makes me feel good. It just, you know, allows me to really be myself and just experiment and take things to a new level, because I think that lets people see more inside of your mind. So yeah, that's how much I like it.
Now it's my turn. Oh Lord. So my name is Myrlevens Adrian. I am 23 years old. I am a Sagittarius. I'm from Haiti and been here since 2013. Like Marian said, coming here from another country totally changed everything. What I do is I am an actress, a writer, a performer. I guess it's the same thing as an actress, like in some type of way. Also a stage manager. I'm also a YouTuber. So
my name is Elcon. I go by Elky. I'm 23, I'm a Virgo, and I'm from Brooklyn. When it comes down to art, I do music, I write, I draw, like an all-around artist. But my main focus right now is music.
do you have any little projects coming on, and what's blocking you? And if there's something blocking you?
Upcoming projects, I have one big upcoming project. I will be directing an original short play at your college around, for hopefully late April.
Nice.
It's a play that deals with the trauma of losing a friend, especially during the pandemic. I tried my best to stay away from things in the pandemic realm because I know that everyone wants an escape from what is going on in the world, but I felt like it was the perfect medium to set the story in, because at the end of the day, no matter what we do, we can't run from the situation that we're currently in. We can only try to make light of those situations, and so I'm trying my best to do that. I have a few other projects, in the pipeline, but I don't want to talk about certain things until I'm in pre-production of everything. But I've been doing a lot of writing, and yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling, so.
You talk about the play, but you didn't say the name of the play.
No, the name of the play is called Good Grief.
How many characters?
It is a 5-character play, but each character is written to be gender swapped depending on how it is. So it could be a cast of 5 women, 5 men. It could be a cast of 5 trans people. It's legit. I've created an umbrella play where anyone can fit into the mold of the characters.
Well, I wouldn't say anything's blocking me, but I've been taking somewhat of a break just because, I noticed during the since the pandemic started, I've been doing a lot more, designing art than I usually do, because I have all this extra time, and I guess I felt like I was kind of burning myself out a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I was taking a little break. And any projects for Black History Month? Honestly, no, just because in terms of I guess my brand or things I like to do, every month is Black History Month for me, honestly. So I wouldn't say I have anything special, just because usually most of my content is usually catered to Black audiences. So
okay,
I wouldn't say anything out of the ordinary if this is my ordinary.
What's blocking me? I think a lot of excuses I make, especially when it comes to editing videos. I always say oh, I don't have the best laptop. I need Premiere Pro. I need this. I need that. And you can use your phone to edit a lot of videos. So just anticipating how people react to your work, oh my God, if I post this video, how people are gonna react to it. And so that, I feel like that's what's blocking me. So,
What do you think as in like self-destruction? Do you have a remedy for it? How do you go about it?
Okay, so that's a good question. I think you have to surround yourself around people that will be able to criticize your work, but in your best interest. So that is something I need to like surround myself around people like that. And also people who understand like what I'm doing. So like if I'm doing that, I need to find myself around people who also edit videos or people who also is dealing with like branding, marketing, stuff like that. If I can't reach them physically because it's a pandemic, but like there's so many mentors online. You can follow people. There's so many people online doing the things that you want to do. So that's how I do it. And every day I try to remember is that it's a process. Can't expect myself to know it all at once. It's kind of like a war between what you think your parents might want you to do and what you really want to do. So I'm thinking of combining sociology and psychology with documentaries. Like, how can I tell people's story? How can I tell my own story? Stuff like that, true culture.
Yeah, I got a couple projects that's coming up. Mainly is music videos, because right now I got a whole EP out. I got a couple songs, so just visuals now. I just made a visual for Valentine's Day. Elkie, Unsaid. Check that out on YouTube. That's that new heat. It's a movie. The only thing between me and reaching my goals is exposure, finance, and sometimes I just be tripping. I get my own way sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
Upcoming projects, I don't really have anything upcoming, to be honest. I'm working on things, getting it done, trying to find the motivation for those things, but there's nothing really that's like, oh, next week tune in. It's nothing like that. Everything is like really a work in progress, to be honest.
Is there anything blocking you?
Blocking me, blocking me. Haha. Yes, this pandemic, honestly, for creatives, well, I can only speak for myself as a creative, but this pandemic it's been a lot. It's been a lot, especially depending on what you're doing. And if you're like, some people are like still working, some people are actually quarantining. And I'm one of those people that have been like quarantining and working from home. So it's just been very, very depressive and very like, I have lack of motivation to do things, but I'm also finding new things that I like and that I enjoy. And new things about myself, but it hasn't been easy. It's like really trying to walk through a storm, like with no umbrella. That's the best thing. That's the best way to explain it. So I'm grateful because I have discovered a lot of new things that I like and a lot of new things that I want to do and projects that I want to take on. But it's been a lot. It's been a lot mentally, emotionally. It's been draining. I'm not gonna lie.
So
Can I add?
yeah, sure.
Amanda, how can you forget the podcast? The gems you dropped on your podcast, bro.
I forgot. Yes, I do have a podcast because I've been neglecting.
Hi guys,
everything.
welcome
I've been
back to
neglecting
another
my
episode of
YouTube, my
Amanda Show.
podcast, but I do have a podcast where I'll be talking about things, everything. I don't like it's really no topic. Yeah, I have a podcast. And
Yes,
YouTube,
I do have
and a
two
TikTok.
projects I'm currently working on, to be honest, besides like little just singles here and there and whatnot. But I have like this project gets into, I think right now I have the title saved as Dark Corners of My Mind. And it kind of, just like what we're talking about, it kind of like, it's really a project I feel like where I'm being freely open and just kind of like ignorant in a way. Like I'm kind of like just being blunt and just saying whatever I feel and whatever I think is just hot, like I'm just kind of like, I don't know, just being vulnerable in that way, because I always feel like I'm trying to cut things to make them all cute and pretty, and I'm just like, this project is where I'm like, nah, everything's just gonna be loud and crazy and just like, I don't know, just however I want to make it, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like revealing all of that, because even as a black person, you always think, oh, I gotta be the good guy, I always gotta play it smart, but I'm not doing it in a way that, because I think black people also fall under the trap of being like, we have to make things like gangsta or hood or whatever. And I'm kind of like that person that's taking that, but I'm not putting it out in that like that way that's been done all the time. Like I'm not coming out as a thug. I'm like a mad scientist, you know what I mean? Like I'm like someone that, I don't know, just not really taking it to that place, but taking it to a newer place where I feel like we don't visit that place too often. Like just that openly vulnerable place, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm doing for that one. The other project seems to be towards more of a love project, like just my experiences of relationships and all of these things, because I feel like even my music itself is so tied into it, because everybody that I meet or everyone that I'm trying to, become something serious has to accept the fact that I make music and I'm an artist. Basically, that in itself is like a contradiction. It's like, I'm making music about my pain, but my music kind of is my pain at a lot of times too. So that project is kind of like a love project, just like openly like different forms of love or different phases of a relationship or just an interest in somebody. So that one is kind of more like, I don't know, general, it's just like a love project. What do I think is blocking me from getting to my goals? Always money. Always money. I think I always like have a huge vision and I have to always cut it down to work with my budget or just work with what I can do. Always a struggle with money, I would say, because eventually I will think, damn, maybe my traveling is preventing me from really working with other people, or just, I don't know, just stopping somewhere and just having an experience that might help me. So I think about that. I think the things that block me is the thing that blocks most men. I feel like we're always trying to have a social life, a love life, or whatever, and that always gets in the way.
Any upcoming projects? Yeah, like Amanda said, I have a lot of work in progress. They're like fashion, fashion lookbooks from like different styles. Like currently I'm working on a dark academia type of like fashion trend. I'm also working on like, I can't really say poetry because I'm not really a poet. It's more like free writing. They don't necessarily like rhyme. I'm working on stuff like that. I'm also working on some scripts as well as articles because I'm in my final year, about to graduate. I'm working on some like articles, and I'm also planning on working on like radio pieces, so that way I have something for my portfolio for my internship, because I plan to graduate this year if God is willing.
So any upcoming thing is this video on YouTube and more videos on YouTube. And as an actress, I don't have anything for now. As a stage manager, Amanda and I are doing a play. Like, I am the stage manager, and if she doesn't mind, she's the assistant director. So we're working together in that play. Or what's blocking me? Well, for now, it's pretty much almost the same thing as Marian myself, especially on my YouTube. I'm always, when I'm editing, I'm always be like, oh, is this too long? Is this too short? Are people gonna like it? I don't really talk in my YouTube, so it's like, I'm wondering if I should talk more, but I don't know. As an actress, it's also myself. As a stage manager, time. I don't know how to manage time, my time management.
What's blocking me right now from getting to my goals? Me. Absolutely me. I just don't do it. I'm tired, either from working or from just everything else. I'll come home, I work all day. I'll just come home and I won't edit anything. I won't talk to my friends. I won't do anything. I'll just go upstairs, lay in my bed, and just, I gotta cook dinner and then go lay in my bed because I have to eat something. That's 100% what's blocking me from my goals. And right now I need to be lucky with time. I don't have a lot of time.
As far as like projects or anything I have coming up down the pipeline, I mean, currently on YouTube right now, I'm going through every single Walt Disney film, but here's the catch, because I know that sounds like a lot. The catch is this: the film must have released in theaters, no live action remakes, and if they have the film has a sequel, the sequel has to be released in theaters, and also no hybrid films. Basically what hybrid films are, basically a mixture of live action and animation all in one. So no hybrid films, no live action remakes, just strictly, animated. I recently started playing video games live on Twitch, and it feels fun, and plus it just feels like a breath of fresh air, because I haven't played anything new for like a very, very long time. It's a pretty pretty fun process. And as far as like, you know, side things that I do, I'm part of a pop culture news network called the Illuminati. We basically cover everything, you know, anything that goes on in, you know, the pop culture realm, like who's cast in the next upcoming show or film that's like in, you know, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or what a TV show network is putting together for their next show, like a pilot that they're putting together. And I'm a part of their social media team, and I've pretty much been doing it for only for about a month now, but I started out as one of their, like, you know, subscribers, and then they, you know, messaged me and say like, hey, we want you to be part of the team. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's been really great. It's just, you know, I get to, you know, do things, you know, I guess you could say I kind of get to be on the up and up of things before everybody else does, but it's still interesting, still kind of cool.
I think being black definitely, you know, plays a big part in my music. You know, when it comes down to my music, it's about my experience. And I think my experience is very rich just because of everything I've been through.
Being black helped me in my art making. Yeah, because I have experiences I can draw from a different perspective than a lot of people will see. And in doing something like that, yeah, it's just something that you feel, to be honest. It's not something that I could quantify and be like, yeah, it helps me in this exact situation. Like, no, I know it helps. And I know that if I wasn't black, I wouldn't have those experiences and those things to draw from, and that hunger to do more, to show like, hey, this is what we can do, this is what I can do. And it helps, you know. Got rhythm, got soul, got a lot of family showing me things from history. Just imagine if we didn't know when our parents grew up listening, how many songs wouldn't be sampled from that. You know how many, like, not even popular songs, just songs in general, come from black music. It's insane. It's pretty much all of it. If you really want to go there, it's pretty much all of it. And it's
Yeah, I think for sure being black helps me a lot right now with my art, because I don't even think I'd be able to feel legit, you know, saying the things that I were saying, because it just, right now it adds on, like, all the pain that we go through, you know, I think a lot of art is really how you put your pain and your emotions and your experience and all of these traumas, and, you know, you put them and you sort of make something beautiful out of it, or just something that has a message out of it. It doesn't have to be beautiful, whatever. It can be ugly. You just take something and you're taking control, because you're putting it in your image and constructing it in your way. So I feel like being black definitely helps, because we have so much going on and so much oppression and so many things that just, we're like diamonds constantly under pressure, you know, forming under pressure, because it's always a lot for us to handle because of the things that we have to go through, the obstacles in our way. On an everyday basis, I want to say that, you know, I would say being black can have just an effect on your life. So I think it definitely helps. But then, you know, you got to think about the fact that it's also, you know, the fact that we're not the most financially stable. We have trouble. Like, I know a lot of young, like, white filmers and people that just kind of feel more free because they have more tools to do what they want to do, and, you know, they have time to fail. And I feel like we don't have as much we can't make as many mistakes as they do. But I think that, you know, a lot of things that we do as a black person means so much more because of our history. You know what I mean? Like all the trouble that we went through. So, you know, it's ups and downs.
Of the label is Black Sun. That's like, you know, it's BLAQSON. And about I like to say I do a lot of custom pieces. So I do sew, but I also do a mixture of prints. But I guess what I love most about it is that I make sure it's catered toward the black audience. That's my main target. Just because, like, I know you guys probably heard this a lot, but in my eyes, representation does matter. And whether through like the media or fashion or art, like, I just want us to feel like we are represented, you know, especially, you know, our interests, you know, because, you know, there are, like, the black consumer is like very powerful, you know, as in, like, that's what made most of these other brands popular. So I just, you know, as much as we consume, I also want to see us, you know, support each other more, you know?
Yeah.
like, I'm not saying you can't buy, you know, your Gucci and you can't buy your European brands and stuff like that, but I just feel like I'd like to see supporting other businesses more, and not just the high-end Black businesses, but the regular businesses too, because, you know, people probably retort and say, oh, well, you know, I like, you know, Fear of God, I like Yeezy, you know, those are more like, you know, high-end, which is nothing wrong with that, but like, we should support other small businesses as well, you know, Black-owned businesses, in my view.
As we've all seen in the pandemic, art was something that was heavily relied upon for entertainment, and I want to continue to do my part to create like Black art and allow Black people and other people of color to exist in spaces that are not like niches. You know, like growing up, the Black films that like we were like not forced to watch, but we were given to watch, were all of a certain structure and a certain ideology, whether it be like if it's not slavery or Jim Crow era, it was like things just set in the hood. And I want to see Black people just doing things that Black people just do, you know, like it doesn't have to be a rhyme or reason. I want to see things where two Black people are just on a carousel and they're talking on a carousel. For what reason? I don't know. I just want to see stuff like that. Like I want to see us exist in spaces that we know we can and we do exist in.
Exist without the trauma.
Without the trauma, yes, because trauma is trauma and racism. I mean, these are things of life, but you know, you can have Black characters that, you know, didn't have a crackhead mother, or have baby mama drama, or is an athlete. You know, like we are very diverse. We're not a monolith. Black people come in different shapes, sizes, colors, professions, IQ levels, and I want to, you know, show all of that.
You're looking at the future. Where do you see yourself? Like,
I would much rather be a jack of all trades. So, in 10 years, I need to be an actor, producer, writer, director. I need to legitimately be able to have my own production company. I want to say like in the vein of Tyler Perry, but me and Tyler Perry have, you know, very different viewpoints. So maybe more in the vein of like a Spike Lee. But I want to be
like a Donald Glover?
Or Donald Glover, yes, multi-talented. And I just want to actually go back to this point. Like Barrington kind of undersold himself a little bit as a designer and an artist. I just want you guys to know that he makes fire content, and I'm actually still trying to figure out what original custom piece I want to get from him, because he does make good stuff. He undersold himself. I just want you to say that. But yeah, I want to be an entertainer. You know, I want to be more than just one thing, because why not? Why stick myself into one box?
So in the future, I definitely see myself like probably being a part of a team where I'm useful somewhere, whether it's for doing soundtracks for movies or, you know, doing my own sort of things on my own independent like films and projects, you know, even if it's just music videos or just short films. I see myself doing things like that. I see myself traveling around, just getting, you know, better pictures and videos to go along with what I do, and, you know, independently, and just being part of other people's projects the any way I can. So I see myself doing that. You know, I also see myself just being like a motivational speaker maybe, or like just a figure, I guess, to just reach out to the youth, reach out to Black people, you know, whoever really needs the help at the time, just try to get them, you know, some encouragement. See myself as that, like, I guess, a father figure. Okay,
but I do see myself as a jack of all trades. I never want to be, also to steal what Amanda said, I never want to be like in one place. No, she didn't say one place. She said not to have like one type. I want to, because I have many interests. I don't have just one interest, and like I like to follow all my passions. So I don't like to be typed in one box.
Yeah.
You know, I don't feel like it represents me as a person, as a brand, and as like you know, my personality.
In the future, I see myself being highly successful with all of the different arts and skills that I have, like just pushing further and seeing them all become bigger.
Where do I see myself in the future? Somewhere that's not here. Like somewhere comfortable, somewhere more comfortable. Because right now I'm very like closed. I feel like there's not a lot for me to do. I just need to be somewhere calm, somewhere warm. I should definitely say warm. I gotta be warm. Can't not be warm.
As an actor, do you like, which part do you like more? Like comedy, drama, what genre you like more?
It doesn't really matter. I think I'm really good at both. I've learned, and looking through the lens of all the characters that I've played, and the 4 plays that I've done, and no matter whether it's like comedic or dramatic, almost all the characters are like an asshole. So I guess that's what I'm really good at playing is like an asshole, which is okay. I'm okay with that. So maybe I want more characters like that or deviated from that. It doesn't really matter to me. I just want to act, and acting is acting. Beggars can't be choosers. I would do this for free. Like, I wake up and I think about it. I go to sleep thinking about it. Like, it doesn't really matter what I do. I just want to do it.
As an actress, I really see myself playing every role that I could get. I got cast. My last role in high school, my last role in college, I got cast as Brutus, which is a man. And I was like, I was loving that. I see myself in every role that I could see in my head, I see myself in. So it's not really a set genre but I'm coming after romance. And I will take a deal with Hallmark for the rest of my life.
Do you write too?
Yes, I do write. I do. This pandemic has been a blockage for that too. But I do write. I write poems, I write stories, I write scripts.
You do it all.
Yes, I try.
For the actress part, what role do you like the most? And what roles have you been playing so far?
The last role that I was in was Julius Caesar. It was playing Decius Brutus. First role that I ever got in college was in Big Love. I played 2 characters. It was very nerve-wracking because they had 2 distinct personality. One of them was very loud and like, oh my god, I'm so happy, and the other one was like, meh. I have to say, if I want to what type of roles I would like to get, I would love to play roles that are like evil, like characters that are bad. And I don't want to play a character that gets redeemed. I want to play like one of those bad characters that don't get a redemption arc, know? I would love to play that type of character. Like, just imagining like playing something like, I don't know, like maybe like a Thanos type character, no redemption arc. Forget about that.
Can you talk more about you as an actor?
Yeah, I've got to be an extra in a Netflix film, Roxanne, which was basically on the biopic on Roxanne Shante. That was like my first on-screen debut as an actor, and I've mostly been doing like stage theater, which a lot of the people here on this call know. And I've only done 4 shows before. It took a while for me to get out of my show because I had huge stage fright as a kid. I never really liked, being on stage by myself unless I was like, on stage with a group of people. So it took, years and years, and over time, I overcame it. I still kind of have it to this day, but sometimes I use it as like adrenaline to, get me pumped up. Because like, say if I'm on, if I'm about to go on and do like a monologue by myself, I just use that, stage fright as adrenaline to just, get me pumped up and everything. Slowly got older, I always found myself gravitating towards, voiceover, because it's just you. It's just like you're anonymous. No one knows who you are. You're just voicing the character. And it's I found that job to be a lot more fun than, on stage or on screen acting, because, it's just you in a booth just voicing a character, and it's just so much fun. And I've got
and your YouTube, what's your contents?
My YouTube is okay. So on my TikTok, I have this thing where it's like my TikTok, everything that I have is like, this is honestly like a bag of party mix. And what I mean by that is like, I don't have one set. I know people be like, oh, have a niche and stick to it, and niche, whatever how you say it. And that's not me. am very much involved with everything. So my YouTube is everything. Like if it's fashion, if I create some looks, I'm posting that. If it's like a movie review, I'm posting that. And it might be a slow start, you know, it might not be as, if I stick to one thing, I probably would get a little further sooner. But that's not what I want to do. The topics I put out so far are like about love, mostly about love, you know, either self-love or like love, how you receive it. Like my last podcast was something like, are you prepared to not be your type's type, which is like a thinker, because you know, like you might like somebody and they might be everything you want and check all your boxes, but you might not check any of theirs. And I feel like we don't mentally prepare ourselves like for that.
And what's your content about?
I started off with like trying to do self-love and self-mastery, and I think one of my videos was me crying because I got a WA grade, and it's like I'm depressed and school is just crazy. But it also ventures out to like me documenting about like my cultural food or other people's culture, and it's just like, yo, I want to show y'all what I'm seeing. And yeah, sometimes I sit down and I'm like, I having this conversation about social issues in society, like Gucci Mane and his girlfriend. Yo, I want to talk to y'all about this. It's really both done.
If somebody wants something, do they text you and you make it as they want it, or you show them what you have? And
yeah, no, I mean, with the prints, it's easier. People just tell me what they want for the print because those are already made. But for custom pieces, usually the things I've made people, they just pretty much give me an idea of what they want, and then I build from there. The more specific, the better though. Like I had somebody who said they just wanted something 90s, which is really vague, and that was really hard to make. But if you're more specific, like if you say like, I don't know, I want some pink pants with, I don't know, like flames on the bottom. I'm just saying something random, you know? I can draw it out and then make it as long, you know, like specific to your taste. So the more specific your taste is, the better. And if I know you already, that should also be easier. Yeah, if I don't know you, just please be as specific as possible with what you like.
Okay, got you.
So I have been working on a website that I am in the middle of making one. It's just that me, I'm very I'm very particular. So before I start on anything, I want to make sure, you know, that's what I want. So I am in the middle of doing a website, but for now, I guess my social media is how I just mostly connect with other people, like how they contact me.
Okay. So can you say your social media here? I mean, you can text it to me, or you can say it here, or both. So I can.
Okay, it's BLAQ.SON. So it's Black Sun.
Okay, on Instagram, right?
And you can email me at KESHAUNLUCKIE@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at, once again, _LUCKIE charms. For my social media, well, you can find me on Facebook at Keyshawn Lucky. You'll see this beautiful mug. I got a haircut, so I feel really nice about myself. I don't use Snapchat anymore. I do have an Instagram. I do have a YouTube. My YouTube page is, once again, my name, Keyshawn Lucky, so you can follow me on YouTube. I have not posted enough content on YouTube yet, but that will all be changing very much soon. I have a lot of things in the pipeline. I have a couple collaborations with people who are on this call. So, you know, it's very promising. 2021 is going to, you know, be a very great year, depending on what you want to do and what you want to put forth. I just joined TikTok. I finally drank the poison. And it's fun. It actually is a fun app. I'm working on content for that app and everything. You can follow me at TikTok at the King Kesh. The King, KES.
My social media name on Instagram is Spicy Girl. It's SPICY 6IRL. Yeah, that main account is basically I'm trying to get into more like doing photo shoots again, like I used to do back in the day, where I used to like create pieces and like have like a very specific theme. I would match like photos to like my personal like photos that I created, so everything would match. So like if I had like a red theme going on, you would see just red posts, like things that were like red. I'm also into doing nails and makeup, so I have a separate page for that, but currently it's in a work of progress. I'm trying to make sure I have enough content to post before I share those. My TikTok, which I'm still currently working on, like right now at the moment, has like a mess of things, like it's just random stuff. Is Spicy Girl, the same name as my Instagram. That one I have like a lot of things that I plan on posting there. Like my drafts are like almost near the hundreds, because like I have a lot of things, like it's a lot of stuff to edit. I never realized how, it's not difficult, but like I never realized how much work goes into like editing fashion videos and actually, you know, doing a fashion look.
That's
It's
why
a lot of
YouTube,
work.
but I'm a little bit like shy about that. It's like,
I knew it.
it's
That's why I asked.
it is cringy, bro. When I watched my video, I was like, yo. But I'm hoping one day it will reach somewhere and it's like really good. But it's Colleen's Life on YouTube, COLLEAN''S Life. Yeah. Thank you. So my IG is Colleen, COLLEAN Chi, CHI. So it's Colleen Chi. Yeah. And I also have the Tamsin Co. And I have another Instagram that I do, which is Fit Well for Life, because I like the wellness of life. So yeah, and then I have a college coach one for high school kids going into girl, listen, I'm done with this thing.
That's good that you're doing all that. So keep it up. If somebody wanna see some, you know, some of the bathing suit, they wanna buy it, where they can find them.
Yeah, it's on Tamsen and Co. TAMSENCO. I think it's underscore. In terms of the marketing branding, I find like a lot of like our parents' generation do crocheting, but they don't know how to transfer their business into the kind of technology we're dealing with. So that's why I take on the marketing part. You know, I'm trying to learn about all that because, you know, my mom don't deal with all them stuff. So yeah.
Can I add also, as a patron of Tamsin and Co. Okay, one of the very first, it is actually like really great hand quality. Like it's amazing. It's super like affordable, but it almost, you know, potentially made me pay about 18 years of child support. So do with that information what you will. It looks really nice. They fit well, like whatever. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is Amanda Please, AMANDAPLEEZE. I'm a different person on TikTok. I'm very crazy. Like that's my full personality on TikTok. It's like, so if you see me, don't say nothing. Just keep scrolling.
Your Instagram is
my Instagram is Miss Amanda Gardner. I forgot my YouTube name, which is crazy. But if you follow me on Instagram, I have a link tree, and the YouTube and everything else, the podcast, everything is there.
You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch at Blackwing2040, BLACKWING 2040. And there's no space in between the Blackwing and the 2040, because I know some people get that mixed up. So
okay, so everything is the same name.
Yes.
2040.
Anybody wants to see my projects, they can definitely see everything on Spotify. Clev11 is my artist name, so COEV 11 spelled out, you know, just like how the number is spelled. And yeah, you can search me on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and some of my stuff is on my Instagram mostly. Yeah, like on those platforms. My TikTok, I have so many things. Like that's the thing with TikTok, I have videos that I'm just like have sitting there, you know, like just, you know, I have to like edit and everything. But for me, timing is big, and I want to put everything out together, you know, so it's like people have, I don't know, I'm just trying to have a direct focus for what I'm doing. I don't want to just have people think I'm just like any other just random artist, you know, like, and there's nothing wrong with being like that, but I want it to, like, for me personally, I want to be so much more focused on what art is saying and what my projects are saying, because I feel like it'll cut deep for some people, and it's a serious thing. Like I want them to take me serious and not just think, oh yeah, haha, we laugh at him and, you know, that's it. So, you know, so my TikTok and like those things are a little empty right now, but it's gonna get up there.
If you're interested in what I am doing at any point in time, you can follow me at Hezekage on Instagram. That's mostly the one I use. Don't follow my Facebook because I don't post anything there unless I'm doing something. But if you want to, it's just my name, Hezekiah Corbin. I don't use Twitter. I have a Twitter, and I don't use it because I'm not doing anything. I don't feel like anything I'm doing is of such importance to tweet about it, honestly. So I don't tweet. I have a Twitter. I just don't tweet. Because eventually, I will do something. Honestly, eventually I will do something. Right now, I'm trying to get back into shape. Like, I've been working out more. So if you want to follow my like workout journey, I went from high jump champion to I can't even run at 200. So we're gonna get back. We gotta get back, especially when it gets warmer. I gotta start running again. But yeah, that's also on my Instagram mostly, just stuff from track, stuff that I've done athletically, just living life. I'm trying to do my art while also trying to live life, while also trying to get back. So it's a lot going on. I tell people all the time, my life is boring. I'm doing a lot. I'm doing a lot. I don't go out, well, because of Corona. And I don't go out because I don't go out that much. But
You know, if anybody wants to find me on YouTube, you just look up Elky Music. Look up Elky alone. You know, and you'll find my YouTube page. If you want to connect with me on Instagram, it's The Real Elky, ELKY. And you can find all my content from there too. I'm on Apple, Spotify.
And my Instagram is Myrlevens, Myrlevens. My YouTube is also Myrlevens, Myrlevens. I'm also a model. I'm a model for Barrington. He did this beautiful shirt for me, or was it like I can show you guys, I can post the picture in this video. Yeah, I modeled it and it was pretty cool. I've always wanted to be a model since I was like little. I always been wearing heels, trying to like teach myself, you know, how to walk, because I always want to be a one-way model. So always wearing clothes and trying to take pictures. Every clothes I wear, I always want to take pictures until I'm tired of taking pictures. So yeah, I'm a model.
So as far as business, I actually have been taking a few offers lately for doing like YouTube like songs, like for people's like their intros and whatnot, but none of those really like finished yet, but I'm kind of like still brainstorming on them every day. And then I also have like these other opportunities where some people are trying to like, they're trying to use like my art and like, you know, kind of promote me a little bit, but I haven't like, you know, obviously I'm working on these projects so that when it's presented, you know, everything will come together with the advertising, and my look and everything is like has like a part to do with it. So it's like all of these things are kind of coming together and it has to be pushed out right. I don't want to just give anybody, you know, just a mediocre thing and I'm not even able to keep up with it, you know, like on my social media and all that. So it'll come together, but those are like some projects I'm kind of working on. So I don't know if that fits as a business. You might be talking about just like clothing and whatnot. So a lot of those things are coming into the works too, but just, you know, not yet. The forefront of it for me is just working on these projects right now, the music. It's really just to get people to even understand the wave that I'm on before they really, you know, understand like how I'm trying to take things as far as like fashion or anywhere else.
Yeah, if you want me to edit your videos, send them. I don't edit my own, but every time someone sends me something to edit, I do it like that. It's like, I'm like, oh man, they need this. They really need this. Don't you need this too? Don't worry about me right now. I gotta finish what they are doing. Like, a friend of mine came to me for a Beat Saber mashup video he was doing, and I spent like all night talking with him. Like, I was working in it in Discord with him while I was like, hey, you want it like this? Do you want it like this? All right, moving stuff around, doing this, doing that. Cutting, pasting, throw it in After Effects, put something here, put something there, you know.
Okay, so how do I see myself improving my art? If I'm answering this correctly, I can always compare, I guess, from songs that I did and just like, you know, even photography and things like that. I always compare like the amount of elements that I'm adding in there. You know, am I doing, you know, projects that are testing my creativity? Like I always like to test my creativeness to go to new levels. So I can always see like the difference between things because it just sounds like I'm experimenting with new things in my art. You can hear the difference. You can hear the things that I'm like trying to do and learning, and you can really hear it. And you can hear the perfecting part of it in what I'm doing, and even my lyrics and things that I say, just the way that I construct. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's like how do I see myself, or do I just see myself improving? So yeah, I do see myself improving a lot because I just think about how to always take it further, you know, like how to really get more emotional or get more like put little, you know, clues in there or connect things to reference things that are things that people might connect to, or, you know, just hitting those, you know, marks.
The more I work on my art, the more it'll improve. That's just the natural process. You practice, you get better. Sometimes you take a little break, you know what I'm saying? But the more you work on it, it just gets better and better.
How do you see yourself improving your arts? I have to do it. And as much as I love doing it, I just am terrified of the chance that maybe it's not good enough. And I have to do it in order to get better, and it's the worst paradox of all time. Because it's one that I am aware of, and I just loop myself into it.
Oh, just happy Black History Month. You know, I don't, like Keyshawn said, I don't know when this is gonna air. I don't know when people are gonna see this, but Black History Month is every month. You know, keep creating, keep being beautiful, keep being you. You know, that's all I gotta say.